Hello.
Hello. I almost said good morning. That wasn't right.
No, it's afternoon.
It's
so,
afternoon.
hey, good morning. Or, I think I said it. Hey, good afternoon. It's Roy, Val. We're back. And we wanted to talk to you guys about some...
Hearts.
Yeah, hearts, right? Some quick Valentine's Day things. I know it's like a little closer than what you might like, but we try to pick some things we thought were pretty quick.
They're very quick.
So.
And it is amazing how many heart things we actually have that people maybe don't realize. So, and how quickly they could do it. So we've kind of got some fused ideas, some stained glass ideas, and
mosaics. I think are the
mosaics we've done.
The few that we have, but we have a variety of projects kind of spread out on the table. We were just going to kind of go over them quickly, not getting into a lot of detail. If you have real kind of technical questions, I mean, feel free to ask us. But we have videos on a lot of the stuff that like how to prepare a mold or how to solder something. So we didn't really want to spend the time to do all that. But
should we start and do like stained glass situations,
let's do stained glass first,
and then go to fusing, and then to the mosaics.
We'll
maybe
finish with mosaics.
Okay.
That works.
Okay. So here, these are just we actually teach a class. It's called the Stained Glass Workshop. Years past, we called it the Heart Workshop. We've used this same little pattern for a lot of years, and it really is cute. And so we just kind of quickly, and I mean quickly, I think I cut this out in less than 3 minutes. I mean, it's just, you cut some 2 strips, and then you angle them, and then this is, you can't see it very well, but it's really pretty. It's a little double bevel that fits in there, and you could also cut a piece of glass in there if you wanted to. And then these little pieces, so it's really just basically just 4 pieces you cut, and then the bevel. And then you obviously foil it. I was looking at it too, and I thought, if you didn't really want to foil it and you had some good clear glue, you could just
you could probably just
glue it together too, which would be kind of different,
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an example of, how many different colors you can make, and obviously, so what we thought would be fun too is we're going to, Kaylee's going to put this pattern up on the web, so,
Our Valentine's Day gift to you.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of fun. It is, it's like I said, and it's cute, and you can, you can do it for St. Patty's Day with green. We
didn't bring one of the green ones in, but we have, around here we have, every color of the rainbow. I mean,
and we have rainbow one with each color of cut glass a different color.
Yeah,
so,
and you were saying too, it's a great way to use scrap. I mean, in fact, I think
I just pulled this out of our scrap bin
just
to make it. So
and showed you how easy it was. So nice.
Yeah. So
it's fun.
And then you can do a do a loop on here like we often do with our stained glass like these, Or I even think, we sell these little bales that you can use for different things, but it's shaped like a heart too.
Yeah,
it's kind of cute, right?
That is cute.
So you could use glue bales. We have this other thing over here where we glued bales on. That's why we brought
we'll
this
show
here.
you some other heart thing. And then, stained glass, this is something that Daisy, that works here, made this nice piece, so it looks kind of like a rose, but into a heart shape. And I think one of the things that you were saying was that what makes this nice, one thing is just cutting a heart shape out is not an easy thing to do, right? So usually cutting it in pieces does make it easier. So having all of these kind of smaller pieces makes that kind of nice.
Yeah, it makes you be able to form that heart without having to do that big, deep inside curve, right?
Yeah, this one lights up really nice. It's too bad we don't in this room we don't really have the light to show you the color, but I think you can see the iridized coating on this. This is a Yakagami glass, if you're familiar, but pretty fun glass to use for that purpose.
Yep. So stained glass, we have. Well, there's a bevel cluster that could be used.
We have this bevel cluster, and to be honest, we saw it a little while ago. It's actually really pretty nice. We don't have unfortunately, we don't have a nice picture of it, but it's like a heart inside a heart, isn't it? How
it's like the big heart surrounds the smaller heart, and then there's sort of an opening at the bottom corner.
Which you could just do just like this, or you could fill in the areas with glass, right?
Yeah.
You could cut pieces of glass and do it. So
I think we've got a project. I'll put it in the comment section below after we're done.
Yeah, good. And then we just have just bevel hearts, right? These little bevel hearts, which I was mentioning earlier, is kind of nice that something's already shaped like a heart, which is not an easy shape to cut. And I think we were talking about people do a lot of kind of fun things with these, foiling them and soldering them. I know I was telling you about, I've seen before, I thought, we had one that was kind of three-dimensional, that was like a potpourri thing or something, or they put a live, one of those air plants in it or something, and was hanging it that way, which is pretty nice. Of course, we don't have a finished project to show you, but
Heck no.
you get an idea. I saw this other. Here's another interpretation for that little heart.
For this, like
Yeah, very similar, right? So there's different ways of approaching it.
different. So that was just using smaller little clear bevels, which
Yeah, the
is a
1-inch
cute
bevels,
way.
which is kind of a fun way to do that. Again, if you haven't seen these, like when the sun hits them and hits the bevel, right, it scatters little
Very
rainbows
pretty.
across the room, which is
Good.
quite nice.
Okay, so now fusing.
So yeah,
Wanna go
we got
to
a
fusing?
bunch of fusing stuff. Yeah, we have a variety of fusing pieces. Some of them, what's nice, we have a lot of these kind of pre-cuts hearts that we're going to show you another project with them in a minute, but they're fusible, right? So they're either 96
Yeah,
or they're
so
90 COE.
This is just simple, right? A little circle of white with positioning 4 of those hearts on it, fusing it, then slumping it, but quick,
Yeah,
quick and
nice
I
and
mean, if
quick.
you have a kiln, obviously.
We also have the Millefiori, which this one is kind of again really pretty nice and kind of fun to use. I'll try to scatter them out so maybe you can see them easier. They're small, but look at those perfect little hearts.
Yeah.
And then again, they come in 90 or 96, depending on what you're doing.
Is this them?
Yeah,
Yeah, so we could
we
fuse
haven't.
with them,
Yeah,
but
they're
yeah,
usually they're for fusing, but I see we didn't actually have a fuse project where we used them,
but we have the mosaics, and that's their fun
we'll
for
show
that
them.
too. Right?
And then there's some different ways of kind of doing some fused hearts. Again, the advantage to doing this type of an approach is, cutting strips, and so you don't have to actually cut a whole heart shape, right? You can just cut some strips. This particular project you'll see is strips on both sides. So it gives you this little bit more of almost a plaid kind of a pattern to it. Here's one where somebody used the glass line paints and painted a design on a heart. So I think maybe they might have cheated and used a bandsaw or a ring saw.
Right.
Well, that's not cheating, right? If you have a saw, you should use it, right? So, and if you don't have a saw, you should probably buy one. That might be a nice idea. So.
This one too, though, because this one, if you
I
turn
thought
that
this
one over,
was
you
kind
can
of
see
fun, right?
it's nice, but it was cut in sections, so I can see that it was cut here.
Yeah,
so,
you can see maybe the little seam that's right there.
So it was more like this, cut in sections, like our little stained glass one, and then fused together.
Yeah, and then fused together. So you don't have to be cutting perfect hearts, as we've been talking about. And then this person, used some wires. This is a tinned copper wire. Again, something we sell here might surprise you. And it just as another way, adding some interest to it, but also a way of hanging it. Right, it's kind of encased in this wire, so you can just hang it this way, which is pretty fun.
That's cute.
And then we have the molds. There's a wide variety of molds that are heart
hearts,
designs.
yeah.
And,
So these are, I kind of put that in there so you could see, but we're using basically crushed glass to put in around here to melt. So frit of some kind. You could use a little bit bigger
little chunks.
It's not necessary to buy frit to use it, but we also sell that.
we sell frit. But
Yeah,
it's a
we
nice
sell
way, too,
frit.
again, of using scrap, right?
Absolutely. So this one, as you can see, makes a hollow, which is kind of nice. And then it just sort of hangs a little off-center, which is kind of cute. And then this one is a similar version. It would just be filled, and then there would just be a hole where this little peg is. That would be where you would hang it. But see, there's all kinds of, just little plain ones, smaller versus, there's really some variety. And then this big one out here that's got the 9, and you think that's what Izzy used?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Izzy used for this. So she made this mobile that was hanging. Did you say mobile or mobile? What did you say?
Mobile.
Mobile.
Oh, that wasn't even close. I was like, way off. It's so she made this was hanging out in our store, and then we just dragged it in here.
But it's so
And
cute.
but it is, and as Val was mentioning, the instead of drilling holes in the little hearts or trying to find a way of doing that, this was made by Izzy, somebody that works here, and then so she just glued bales to the back of them, which is a really kind of a fast way of doing that, and easier way, using some fish line to hang it. This is just a metal loop ring that we sell some metal rings here, but kind of a fun way of displaying that.
And easy, once again, just filling those with the crushed glass. And
Yeah, super easy, right?
Super easy,
Letting
yeah.
the kiln do the work. And then we have some mosaic stuff too. So we have these coasters are really nice. So the setup is like this. You get this little holder, and then you get the 5 wooden coasters, which are really pretty nice. You can see these we just didn't grout. So we kind of left those out. I don't know how well that shows up, Kaylee, but the blue is also little hearts. The same thing with the green. So those are also little heart shapes in there.
I do believe we sell them in a heart assortment.
Yep,
so-
that's what it is, a heart assortment, and I think whoever works here was picking out their favorite colors and putting them that way. But then you can see sort of the same setup. So the coasters come either round or square, and so we use the pre-cuts and a lot of the millefiori in this one also, and then the rest of the white is the grouted. So, which was not that, again, not very time consuming. You just gotta let the glue dry before you can grout it. But other than that, I think it took them a short amount of time to make a lot of these projects. So.
Yeah, like I said, we have all these little, they're just little shortcuts, not that you necessarily want to use them all the time, but when, we're always doing things that we needed done yesterday, so it makes it nice to have these things that sort of cut the time down on what you're doing. So, I don't know. Yeah. I think they're all pretty cute myself.
Yeah, I always think, too, if you're ever in who doesn't always think of a quick gift, right? Like, oh, I forgot to make something for whoever, right? So these are some kind of nice, I think, easy ways to accomplish that.
Right.
So
that's
our
heart. That's our hearts. Those are our hearts we have.
Those are all the hearts we have. Maybe not all the hearts, but a lot of them. Well, thanks for joining us today. I know it was kind of a little bit shorter than what we normally do, but we just, like I said, wanted to kind of get this information out. Again, if you have technical questions, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be happy to answer them. So you can always send us a message on Facebook or Instagram. You can email us at facebook@delphiglass.com.
I love the way he tries so hard not to look at it, but it's like you're not accomplishing
or
it.
you can always make a comment in the video section below, and then Kaylee, who's behind the camera, will always gets the questions to us, and we get them answered. We try to do it in a timely manner.
Yes.
We try to do our best. So I think we were going to come back next week, right? Is the plan, and we're going to, I think, show you a little fun thing that we have kind of going on here. So we have a glass blowing unit, a furnace, and so next week we're going to do a live glass blowing demonstration for you guys. So hopefully you can join us, or if not, you can always catch it later on video. It'll be on our YouTube channel or on the video section of the Facebook page.
And we'll add that pattern to the website today, you guys, and when that's live, we'll go ahead and put that in the comment section below as well.
Great. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, thanks for joining us
Thanks.
today.